climb the heart of the fire, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did you let it go miss? Ay, hope she emergency mix. Ay, met her at one of the functions, we caught her the rhythm. She caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I do.
Tonight, from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, it's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports.
It is a perfect night here in the capital city of Atlanta, Georgia. We've got the roof open, and we are ready to go at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. And this carries into the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
On second down now, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early. They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
32-yard line.
Jones. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The numbers for Cooks in that game last week, 4 catches, 51 yards and a touchdown.
Having a nice season. Number 8 in the league in receiving yards. And not just making his team happy, but anyone who's picked him in fantasy football.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
Over the middle to Smith. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very...
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Ronald Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. This is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Here come the Saints for their opening drive. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick in the 2019 draft from Oklahoma. It's Kyler Murray.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
At the 37-yard line.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself the best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down. Running with Kamara. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory.
On the carry.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now Kamara. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a 1st down at the Falcons' 41. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
At the Falcons' 40-yard line.
And now Murray's going to set up the throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. Great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack. As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it.
He's got it at the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. So how about this for field position after play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Kamara. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
At the 14-yard line. A gain of 2 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
Murray sets to throw on fourth. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the gun, it's Tua. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 23-yard line.
Tua going to throw. The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack.
On the play. It's now 3rd down.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. First down, Murray. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Murray. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
A gain of
33 yards that time.
1st down, New Orleans.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. James Washington was the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Throwing again, Murray. And it's caught. And the Saints are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
And a lot of people ask the same.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And all the way down to the 26. A big play there on the catch and run. 54 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Ronald Jones with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And always It's a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
A 5-yard pickup on the play.
Now a toss, Kamara left side. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Saints.
From the gun, Murray. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
13 yards.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Henry Ruggs with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
The kick is
and it's up and good.
Ties the game.
And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he's taken down here by the Saints. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 19.
This is Jones. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Ross on the return. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
Murray now on first down. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
And now he's going to use his legs. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Murray now on first down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Allen Robinson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints have moved out in front.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And they take a knee. So we have reached halftime. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
Falcons 14.
Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. Returning it, John Ross. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching. And this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Touchdown.
Hollywood Marquise Brown with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
Is good. Makes the score.
Teams always want to send messages. I think that was quite a statement there to start the third quarter.
Yeah, less than a minute in. Already that quick, long strike. They are setting the tone for the second half. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. We've seen them break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes you'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
At the 14-yard line.
Looking to pass. Tua. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And the Falcons are going to have first and goal as he's out of bounds at about the 8. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a first and goal. Now Jones. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good run?
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Herb Smith Jr., his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons draw a bit closer.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
So here are the Saints to take over. They've gone 2 months without a loss, 8 straight wins for them. And they've got the lead here in this one as well, trying to make it 9 in a row. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He'll let this go deep for... And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way down to the 26. It's a big play there for the Saints. 51 yards.
That's a big time.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Myles Garrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Smith catches left side. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
38-yard line.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 23. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On 1st down, Jones. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
They'll go again to Jones. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Ronald Jones with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. Now the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. So he's in for his 3rd score of the game, and the defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3, it almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Now Kyler Murray ready to get back under center. He's been great. Look down at the stat monitor here a moment ago. He's already over 300 yards in the 3rd quarter.
And you get the sense there are plenty more yards to come. He's been sharp right from the beginning, finding the open targets, knows exactly where he wants to go with the football, and is delivering it really well.
And now he is in search of more yardage on this drive. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. The Saints on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Shotgun now for Murray. Reception here by Ruggs. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
Marquise Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Saints have moved out in front.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
36-yard line.
Tua sets up to pass it. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
What the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shot.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Eric Armstead able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Throwing middle, and it's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. The Falcons on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll bring up fourth down.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
A 54-yard attempt.
He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on fourth down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
Throwing on first down is Murray, being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Kyler Murray, his second touchdown of the night. And the Saints add on to their lead.
Greg Joseph.
Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Nick Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Falcons on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be third and forever.
Offense.
Not a great start to this drive. You had the sack, now the false start.
I mean, it doesn't take much to either read lips or just imagine what the head coach is saying right now. Get your head in the game, guys. Let's go.
Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for the strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Murray. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though, probably. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Sharp there with his feet, gets him a little extra space, and then drop just inside the 20. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Rashaan Evans on the tackle. A gain of 9.
Back to throw it. Murray forced out, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6.
The kick is
and they're able to up the lead by 1 more. So that drive, 4 plays. And the play that polished it off was the touchdown run by Kyler Murray. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
The Falcons offense set to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. They'll drop this underneath for Jones. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. The left side completion to Jones. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Tua. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Dante Jackson.
Tua to throw again. And this is caught by Watkins. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. A dump underneath to Jones. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
At the Saints 30-yard line.
One final try for Tagovailoa. He's going to let it fly. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Tonight's final
A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for New Orleans, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11.
In the past, and if you ever had a problem, promise I didn't ask. So it's 444 in the carpet dash. Shake a pig to the mall, you a piece of little boy, that's facts. I'ma throw that cash to my money.
That boy on the beat, so gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure